So you've sort of touched on it there, but the next question I've got, and I promise this isn't me fishing, were there any particular courses or modules that you really enjoyed, or anything that stood out? Yeah.
So I did like the ones on Lean and Agile.
Who did those ones, Scott?
I don't remember this one guy. So I did like those. Those are really good, and specifically because there were a lot of tangible takeaways that I could just use. Some things I couldn't use in what I do, and some things I could. So stand-ups or retrospectives, there were a lot of things that I could just take and put into my projects that I'm doing. And so I thought that was really nice. And the leadership ones were also really good, to remind me of, I have a team around me. There's certain things that have to be communicated, and there's certain things I assume are happening or communicated, but maybe I need to verify that. And so there were a lot of good reminders on the soft skill side, but there were a lot of good takeaways on more of the hard skill practices that I could implement, that I didn't know much about before, and it just gave me ideas on how to do that in my world. And then also the data analysis was really good. I mean, we do that a lot here, but there were some new ones that I heard of that I could look into and see if that would apply to my students, my clients, and see if that would help. So all those things were really excellent to take away and try to implement.
Nice. Yeah, I like your nod to the leadership one, because I think even when you are in that sort of formal leadership position, it's very easy to lose sight of that and think, I just want to get on with the job and do the work. But there's still that, in some ways, you are there to lead in a lot of ways, and it's important that you don't write that off in service of doing your own thing. Yeah.
I think one was the observer effect, something like, the role, the activity just isn't really identified on how to do it and who to do it. And some things we just assume are happening because we say it, and then no one picks it up.
It's interesting you mentioned the observer effect, because I've been part of teams before where I've been one of the senior members of the team, and you're running retrospectives and you just say, why aren't they giving me anything? Why aren't they talking to me? And it's of course they're not, because I'm sort of 2 or 3 rungs up in the org chain, I suppose, and that has an effect whether you notice it or not. Yeah.